to a very spooky special edition of the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. Today, we are showcasing a 5-piece salt and pepper shaker collection that features some interesting and a little bit scary salt and pepper shakers for your tablescape. Now, I do want to go through and show you a little bit more detail about each one of these shakers in the collection, and give you a little bit more information about why I included them in this spooky salt and pepper shaker collection. Now, the first shakers that I want to start off with are these lovely red balls. Now, you might think of a couple of different reasons why I'd want to include these in the spooky salt and pepper shaker collection. And I'll tell you, number one, you've got a beautiful blood red kind of spooky color for your salt and pepper shaker. And I think that's going to really accent any October tablescape quite nicely. Now, another reason you might want to have these on your tablescape is because they look like a clown's nose. And I honestly can't think of anything quite as scary as a Halloween clown. Now, you and your loved ones might be sitting at the table around Halloween and you think, oh, it's funny, maybe I'll just stick this on my nose, joke around like I'm a clown. But someone else at that table might be terrified of clowns. Or perhaps they were forced to watch the movie Patch Adams in the theater with their mother when they were young, and it just really scarred their their whole outlook on red clown noses. Anyways, so you've got these lovely red salt and pepper shakers, and they have these rubber stoppers on the bottom, so they're very easy to refill. And they also have honestly a gorgeous ceramic finish here. These are a glossy red salt and pepper shaker, and you can really see the shine in these as well. So, if you like a red clown nose, if you like the color red, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but you could also certainly put these out on your table for Flag Day, or for Valentine's Day, or for the entire month of American Heart Association. There's just a lot of different reasons and holidays where you could have these lovely red salt and pepper shaker balls out on your table. Now, they're very unassuming, so they don't say salt and pepper, but what they have, 1, 2, 3 holes on the top for your salt, and the 1 hole for your pepper, or vice versa. It's honestly up to you. And looking at this one with the 3 holes, it kind of reminds me of a bowling ball. You can say, here, pass me the salt and pepper, and just roll it over like that. I don't think that's a good idea because you run the risk of having it roll off your table, but you could do that. Now, next up, moving right along, we have, oh gosh, I'm just gonna go right to these adorable Precious Moments couple right here. Now, these are like your standard Precious Moments couple, but instead they have been painted in corpse paint, so kind of like a spooky heavy metal look to your Precious Moments salt and pepper shakers. Now, these are certainly one of a kind. You're only going to find this set on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network, but basically you have these gorgeous handcrafted ceramic salt and pepper shakers and a lovely little couple. And you've got I think a little fella here, and he's sitting on a little log, and there's a heart that's been carved into the log he's sitting on, and just peeking off to the side. And he's also going to be your salt with the 2 holes. And then over here we've got a little lady. Now her tree stump doesn't have a little heart carved into it. Instead, she's sitting with a little bouquet of flowers, probably supplied by the little buddy over here. And going up, there's a lovely dress, a little apron, and then she's got a little bun and a bow in her hair, and then the 3 holes for the pepper. So these are just such a lovely set. But what makes it so fun is that perhaps you are facing them away from the table, and then you say, could you please pass me the salt and pepper? And then you say, oh, these two? Ah. You know, it could be as dramatic as you want it to be, or you can just have them atop your table to admire all month long during October or February, because this is a little couple. They just might be a little alternative, you know, not what you're used to with the face paints and such, but they're still a cute little couple, aren't they? So we have what I think is, you know, really an ornate piece of art. A lovely scene, great hand-painted details, obviously, not only in the characters themselves, but this face paint also. Yeah. So these two could really be a really special touch to your dinner table or tablescape. And again, you can have some different configurations. One facing this way. Maybe that. Oh, are they supposed to be on the same log? Is this how? Oh my goodness! This is how it's supposed to be. They're just peeking at each other. They're on the same little log. It's got a little heart etched in there. I guess they think it's okay to deface a stump, but you know, they got the little log, and they're just sitting on it upon your dinner table, just in love with their fun Halloween spooky corpse face paint on. So lovely, right? So, you know, it's a little spooky, but it's also very cute. So again, this could be another one that you could have out not just for Halloween, but you could also have it out for, you know, Flag Day, Valentine's Day, Boxing Day, Teacher Appreciation Month, you know, anything like that. So what a beautiful set. You know, I'd say there's other configurations, but this is the configuration it's meant to be. It's really, really good. Wow. So cute. Really a stunning piece in this set, I'd say. Okay, next up, I'm going to go right to these lovely salt and pepper milk bottles. Now, you're probably wondering, what are a couple of milk bottles doing in a spooky salt and pepper shaker collection? Well, I don't know. You'd probably know if you were lactose intolerant why these are in the collection, because there's nothing scarier than being lactose intolerant and having a giant bottle of milk. So these are in the set. One, I think they're kind of fun, farmy, country looking. We've had a number of different kind of down on the farm sets, taken out, things of that nature, where you've got this lovely cozy cottage looking salt and pepper shaker motif, but in this case it's a giant milk bottle. Now you could have these out for your lactose intolerant friends or self for Halloween as a spooky salt and pepper shaker, or because it is so large, look at the size of these rubber stoppers, look at how deep they are. Because they're so large, you could probably have these out for a good amount of the year, because you barely have to refill these. These are great for if you've got a family of, I don't know, 27 or 19, because that's scary in itself. But you know, you don't have to refill the salt and pepper shakers all the time, because they already are mostly full because they're such a large bottle. Look at that. It's basically like a small milk bottle that you could have in your hand, or like a slightly elongated version of those little bottles of juice that you can get, the little sugar water, you know, it's clear, it's orange, maybe purple, maybe red, but you don't drink out of these. You pour on the flavors what you do. How wonderful. And then what really makes this special is, you know, I love it when there's an indicator of what's what. So P, pepper, but not a regular P and not a regular S. This looks like a little stencil. You know, this looks like, oh gosh, just really folksy, fun, and farmy, where you've got the little heart and it goes out there, and then it's a nice milky color, and then the top, the top's this lovely blue color. Same over here, also a lovely blue. And then that's also something that's a little bit, I guess you could say a little bit scary if you were a milkman, but you're like a spooky milkman, right? You're coming to, first of all, why are you coming to my door? Second of all, I don't want any milk. Third of all, you know, we do have some lactose intolerant folks in my family. They get the box of, oh gosh, what is it called? It's, soy milk. I guess it's milk made from beans. Never heard of that before. I've tried it though, and it's not bad. You know, I'll mix it together with my breakfast, and I'll do that. I'll do a little bit of soy milk with some grape nuts. Now, it's chewy, but because it's already kind of, you know, my mouth is already distracted by the grape nuts being so harsh, I don't really notice that it's not milk that I'm having with my grape nuts. So, a little bit of silk, a little bit of soy milk, and you get it from these natural food stores. You ever been in one of those natural food stores and it's got, oh gosh, they got some wild stuff. They got the incense, they got sprouts, they've got, ooh, goat's milk lotion, and that's not that strange. I just don't know where to get my goat's milk lotion otherwise. They've got these candles that you can put inside your ear. I don't recommend it. It seems very frightening, and frankly, you know, a little bit of a fire hazard. I don't know why you'd be sticking a candle in your ear in the first place. But it's really a fascinating place. And probably what I like most about going to those types of stores, you know, there's a lot of interesting smells, like a patchouli, which I'm not a big fan of, but there's some other good smells. And they always have a lot of those, oh gosh, like the bulk food bins, you know, where it's like there's beans, lentils, and things, and then you just empty them out of the bin. Really something. Anyways, back on track. Soy milk for those that are lactose intolerant, and these spooky salt and pepper shaker milk bottles that'll really add some fright to your Halloween season. Okay, next up, oh gosh, I'm gonna go to this set right here. Now, this is probably probably one of the most classy, beautiful sets that we've had so far on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. And you might be wondering, then why the heck is it on your, you know, spooky Halloween special? And that is because it is a Mikasa. What's that, Barb's eye? Mikasa. It is the Park Lane crystal set. So why did I put these on the spooky Halloween one? Well, looking at them, what do they look like to you? Exactly, like a chandelier. And I'm thinking, what is scarier than, I don't know if you've seen it, I love Andrew Lloyd Webber. He's got, Phantom of the Opera. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to that show, but when you go to the show itself, they have a huge chandelier, right? And I don't know if I don't want to spoil it. Everyone knows. They've got this huge chandelier, and then it drops from the ceiling. It's very dramatic. And these remind me of such a beautiful chandelier piece that might drop from the ceiling during a showing of the Phantom of the Opera. And then, you know, Phantom being spooky, scary, he's got the mask and all that. Very Halloween, very spooky. And so is, you know, also a chandelier that you might find in a haunted mansion, right? Yeah. What is so funny? You'll tell me later? Bruce, tell me, what is so funny? I don't get it. After the show. Okay, sure. Anyways, this is just a lovely set. And even though it's spooky and Phantom of the Opera E and Haunted Mansion E, it's still probably one of the most gorgeous pieces that we've had in our salt and pepper shaker collection. Look at the fine detail in there. Now, the rubber stoppers on these are indestructible, and that's something we've talked about before on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. But you see how the shape kind of fans out, where it goes from a little bit narrow at the tip and then fans out along the bottom here? That's great because that means that these have a sturdy base, right? You don't want a salt and pepper shaker that's going to topple over, especially when it's this fine and this opulent. So look at it catch the light. Look at its unique shape that it has, and then just be reminded of beauty, elegance, and the Phantom of the Opera every time you have these on your dinner table. So gorgeous. All right, tell me later then. Okay. Last but not least, we have this gorgeous silver pear. Now, you might be thinking, this is getting to be a little fancy, Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. No, it is silver, but in the sense that it is actually stainless steel. But it has all the shine and shimmer of silver, but without all the fuss, right? You might think pewter would be the way to go. No, these are stainless steel, but because they look silver, I was thinking there's this sort of ornate floral detail on the bottom, which is kind of Gothic and castle-like, right? And then silver. Now, I am a little bit confused, I'll be honest with you. I was thinking, is it silver that you put on vampires? Because I saw these and I'm thinking, oh, these are from an old castle, and there's a vampire in the castle, and the vampire has great taste and beautiful drapes that have a lovely ornate floral pattern on them. And this said Dracula invites you into the house. You compliment them on their lovely style and their beautiful salt and pepper shakers, because these would really match. But they wouldn't really be silver because I think it's vampires that don't do silver. Bruce, you know about this sort of thing, right? Oh, okay. So they don't. The holy water and the stakes. The silver is for werewolves. Okay. Well, I think it still fits. It still fits. So look how beautiful they are. So and they're standing side by side with their very sturdy bases. Now these have a little bit of heft to them. They're not silver, but they do, frankly, have a little bit of weight about them. They're spooky, right? But they're also really classy. So I could see this being, a pair that you'd have on your dinner table or tablescape for a variety of occasions. Again, I don't know, Flag Day, Valentine's Day, All Saints Day, Arbor Day, perhaps, because there's like a flower, I don't know. Anyways, these are so gorgeous and a little bit spooky, right? And you've got one hole for the salt and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for pepper. Now, is there a thing that do vampires not like pepper? No, garlic. Okay, so these could be your I guess werewolf, and then you fill one of these with garlic salt and then you're ready to ward off any spooky characters. Anyways, so the beautiful sterling silver spooky set, and then our really opulent crystal chandelier, interesting shape set here, and then your lactose intolerant milk bottles right here, and your blood red globes right there, and last but not least, the cutest most adorable little couple we've ever had is the Haunted Precious Moments corpse paint heavy metal couple sitting upon a log, looking at one another, sharing a glance. So, this salt and pepper shaker set is certainly only going to be for a limited time because it's just for the holiday of October and Halloween. You're going to want to call soon because this set is not going to last. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wonderful, spooky, Halloween-inspired salt and pepper shaker sets could be yours today for the low price of $19.99. But don't wait. You're going to want to call soon because this is a limited time offer and it most certainly will not last. So give us a call soon. We hope to hear from you. Oh, and we have a caller right now. Oh, okay, caller, go ahead, you're on.
This is Dracula calling from Pennsylvania. I love this set so much. I must have the red ones because they will match my decor. And then the little couple on the log, very spooky and scary. And the milk bottles, well, I think they look nice in my kitchen. And then you don't have silver, but it's stainless steel, so it won't bother my allergies to silver. And then I have some ideas for the crystal chandelier looking pair. But anyways, I love this set. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.